Come with me to paradise. Welcome back to my paradise. I welcome back all you and all of you, all of you. All right, everybody, welcome back to my channel. Again, it's the boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Al recorded from paradise. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and your enemies. Also, check me out on X, Instagram, the boy with the Pampers and the Toys. It's on screen. So the saga is not yet over, but it's almost over, almost. Still G.I. Joe Classified Series Week. And today we're going to be talking about a one-of-a-kind token figure that I came across actually the other day at Wally World, and that is my brother, Franklin Airborne Talltree. Now, the backstory on this guy right here, he's number 115 in Q&R code. If y'all want to take the identity of him, be it my Clone Wars command. What I know about him, he was briefly maybe in a clip, an episode or two in the when G.I. Joe first came out. And he was briefly in several comic books, not really a big role. He's like a lost in the shuffle kind of character, but like I said before, I'm not gonna start here lying to everybody. I'm a '82 baby, so it's like my brothers them had a lot of G.I. Joe figures, and I'm for sure their mindset's not gonna go all the way back and remember just about everybody that had to listen to the main ones. So let's give a little bit of bio story about this guy. For what I know in the comic books, he was a lawyer. He got bored. He is a Navajo Indian. I forgot where. I know he was born on the land of Arizona somewhere. He got bored. He came from a great family, or like I think a wealthy. I'm assuming a wealthy family, and he got bored with being an attorney, so he enlisted in the military and. He was a helicopter pilot, helicopter driver, and he's partners with Wild Bill, one of the characters in the cartoonist series. And so I kind of wish with this character they would have man, wishful thinking. He could. Well, the Dragonfly comes out a little bit later on this year, so I don't care how much it costs. I'm gonna get it. And I'm going to get some more shelves because my G.I. Joe collection has really expanded over a 4-year period. And I'm proud of myself for that. I remember only having 3 of them, but thanks some of them come to Ross, being cheap and Ollie's. So let's get into him. He's number 115 as well. And I love this fine little artwork they got on the back. It looked like he's somewhere he's somewhere on the islands or something. I don't know. Looking for Easter eggs or something like that, but that's a great photo of him. So enough about me blabbing about him. But I know that one iconic scene in the cartoon, he was saving a girl. It's a big debate about him getting off the plane or having a parachute or something. Now, it's like, just logically, I would think that him being a helicopter rider, if something was to happen to his plane, he would have a parachute if he had to, jump out or skydive, whatever it may be. So I know it was a big debate with some people online, like, no, he didn't have a parachute. He's code name 11111. I'm like, whatever you say, I agree. But let's get him open. I'm gonna quit talking. Okay, so we got brother Franklin Talltree, and a lot of people, it's the typical way of life because I feel like we are all brothers and sisters in light. Race really is not a factor if you really dig down the rabbit hole. Some people believe, but some people mislead. But, they compare him to Spirit, because Spirit is a Navajo Indian as well. And I do have the Spirit action figure because he was actually one of my first videos I did of my review, and man, what a day it was outside. That was a memory. So I'm gonna be comparing and contrasting him to other figures as well too. So before we actually do a deep dive into my brother here, I keep calling him my brother, like he's really my brother. Talltree, Airborne Talltree, Franklin Airborne Talltree. We're going to look at some of his accessories that he does have. So as you can see, he does have some lights, and he does have like some lights that you can connect to his helmet, almost like tunnel rat. And tunnel rat, you know, he got some lights that you can hook up to, and you can do it whatever which way you prefer. I guess you can put them on like that, but either or, it don't really matter. It's not really that important, for real. But I think I'm gonna do them like this. So, keep saying now this backpack right here, I do remember one of the Duke figures. This is one of the Duke earlier figures backpacks. So I really do wish they would have gave him at least his own backpack or some type of bigger backpack that we can just think that, okay, if he's out of the helicopter not driving it, you know, maybe he's stranded, you know, Amelia Earhart like, hey, I got to find survival, I got some stuff in my backpack or whatever, blah, 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 whatever, you know, it may be. So I was kind of disappointed with the backpack as well as the weapons because, again, if you're going to do some weapons for the G.I. Joe series line, I don't think they should be black. I think they should be silver. And then on top of that, they're so soft. Like, you could just break this in half like it's a piece of tissue. Like, you see this looks like a automatic machine guns. And then it's got a little silencer on the front. Don't get me lying, I'm not really familiar with all the guns in life. So you correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me what it is. And then he got some, look like some glasses right here. I'm gonna put all of this on him, so he will be having this on his, you know, his goggles. And then he has some more goggles. I don't know if they're night vision goggles, whatever they may be. I think they're pretty cool. Then he has this little bitty butter knife right here. This little black butter knife. It's so thin that even when I barely picked it up, I almost broke it in half. So I really think that Hasbro needs to really work on the weapons. I'm not saying they got to be realistic, but, you know, just make them have some color, have some type of quality of life for your customers to make them feel like this is G.I. Joe, you know, G.I. Joe characters. But I got my own bag full of weapons, so I can find just something in here. Talltree, Airborne Talltree. Sounds like some vitamins. Okay, and then last but not least, he does come with this nice little, it looked like an automatic handgun. Again, if it would have been silver, it would have been cool. You know, so now let's talk about him a little bit briefly. So let's talk about the face scope. The face scope is amazing. Like, this is he's in my top, I'm gonna say, there's not too many G.I. Joe Classified Series figures that I go wow over, but with him I do. You know, Airborne was known for having them eyes that will set him his target, like, I'm gonna get you. Oh no, you hurt that cat? You hurt that cat and that dog? Oh, we're gonna get you. So so when you look at him, look at the face scope is like, it's not giving you anger, it's giving you determination, it's giving you, I'm going to achieve this, it's going to give you, I'm going to rescue you. And I love that about this facial expression. So that's why I can't wait till that Dragonfly helicopter come out later on this year. I'm definitely going to have him riding in, and I should be, around that time, I should have a bigger shelf to have all my characters on, Cobra shelf and a G.I. Joe Classified shelf, and maybe a vehicle shelf. I'm trying to get together here in Paradise. So small and scrawny, but bigger than the last one. Alright, so he looks up just a little bit, and he looks down. So I don't really, now, him looking up like that, that's pretty cool for me. I feel like if all the figures who can't look up, at least you can look up like that. That's the most beautiful part of it. He got his nice little short haircut, military haircut. On his vest. I know during sometimes, like in the cartoon series, they had him like, how can I say it? I'm actually gonna put his pocket knife in here because I don't feel like he's ever gonna I'm gonna ever have him holding it. God, I dropped it on the ground. Shame, shame, shame. 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 On my Game of Thrones Cersei Walk voice. Okay. So I'm actually gonna put on his goggles for you, both of them actually. This might be the one I may keep on him. Now, in fairness, the Dreadnought guys, especially on the red glasses, I can't think of his name off the top of my brain. Like, unless me know I'm getting old. But he has some clear red glasses. I really wish there was some type of material they could have used to make these clear so you can see his eyes right through them, because these are goggles that when he flies the helicopter, hey, got my goggles. So then if you put this helmet on him, now that my light little thing on top of his head is not going to stay up. So I think he looks pretty cool, pretty super dope. Let me put that. Like I said before, you could put the light however you want on his head. If you want to do it that way, it's pretty cool. Now his backpack, I'm gonna be honest with you, gang, it does not stay on, and I would not advise you to glue it on to him. It's not really that serious at all. I do feel like that he's reused. Now, one figure that I am going to end up getting, I meant to get him a long time ago, but I saw something with Marvel Legends I want to get before I got that figure. I do feel like this is a reused snow job kind of body. Well, I'm assuming at least the legs and the arms. I can't say because I don't know how tall snow job. I saw what he looked like loosely, but my memory is so shot that I can't really tell how tall is he, taller than Airborne or not. I don't know, but I'm gonna take this off of him, so it's really no need to keep it on him. So I'm gonna show this right here as well. Oh, yep, this right here goes around his helmet. I guess this is what goes around his helmet if you really want that to go around it. I wonder if you could put this around his helmet, and it's pretty super dope. I wonder if no, I guess the light gets gotta come out. So I do like how they I don't know if it's gray or blue, but I know in the cartoon, in that scene he was saving that girl, he was he had a gray vest on. So on this they got him a blue vest like. So as he's if him being a helicopter rider, he's got the whole, what you call that, one of the mechanic army military suits on. I do like that they have the G.I. Joe symbolism patent right here, represent the military of the G.I. Joe classified series. Well, series period, not classified really. So they have him a little tear gas thing right here, little pocket. Don't know what's in it, and never will. You put his handgun right here. You put the knife right there. So as G.I. Joes, tuck in their pants and their boots, him having this overall suit, pilot suit, it just goes over his boot, which is pretty cool because that's typical. So the chest area, I don't think this vest comes off. Can it come off? It can come off, but usually stuff like this, it can snap off, but it really doesn't. So I don't, I think he does have an ab crunch. I just think that vest is in a way of showing it. And there's no way I can take it off unless I cut it off. And who's trying to do all that? I'm trying to keep my figures, intact. So now, we'll get into some better meat and potatoes. Got a nice little double jointed, pinless arms right here. They do move back and forth. Oh, well. he's kind of a little on the tight side. Let's be honest. So if you want to, you can heat them up. I don't never heat my figures up. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I just don't really psychologically think about it. It's not that serious to me. So, got a nice little round thigh boot cut right here, and it's very rare that you see some of your GI Joes have this right here popping, out. If I'm not mistaken, I think Dusty's elbow does that. So I do believe these are snow jobs. That's a snow jobs legs, and I believe these arms could probably be Dusty's arms. So next, they gave him some trigger hands, but again, I just wish that Hasbro can have different sets of hands for these figures. But to add, cost to injury to cost, I believe that if they would have added an extra set of hands, that they will upcharge instead of $24.99 for a figure. The figure may be close to $30, which I don't think the GI Joe Classified Series line is worth. No, I don't really think it's worth $24.99. I would say the cheapest they should sell these figures for, and I think they can. If they were to sell these figures for $17.99 a pop, they will make a killing. I didn't mean to say that word on YouTube, but I had to. So, got a nice little ball joint waistline area. His arm does swivel back and forth, which is pretty cool. He can do the split, so he can do a good pose. That's a plus to me. I like that. His knees are very kind of tough. So, kind of tight. So if you want to, you can just dip them in some hot water, loosen them up a little bit, shrink the plastic part of the knees. It's maybe some kind of paint crud down there, So, I just like the different variations of colors they do have for this figure. That's pretty cool to me. And he actually does stand up perfect. But I really do think that these G.I. Joe Classified Series figures definitely deserve a stand in case some of them don't stand up, because I think it's only fair. So what I'm going to do is let him hold this gun right here. Because, he's going to always be he's not really a big key player in the G.I. Joe Classified Series, but he's been talked about. Let's just say that the most. So I will compare and contrast him to some other figures, just, to get it on out the way. Okay. So I remember I said on my other video that I wanted to do more, G.I. Joe characters are human characters, but I want to do some loose, off the record, now in the cartoon series, civilian characters, and what's the better way to do it by mixing it up with Marvel Legends bodies and head sculpts. So let's just say this guy right here to the right is his college buddy, who's an attorney. Let's call him Richard Max. Give him a good old 80s name. Hey, Talltree, long time no see. Okay, I gotta come save you, buddy. Just hang on, college roommate. And then we can say the female is Dr. Sheila Armando, a Russian doctor. Save me, Talltree, save me, please. We have to stop Dr. Mindbender before he blows up the world. And Sheila, you can't be falling for this man. So, I want to do more loose civilian characters. I just want to show that part. So they gotta fall. Who cares? And then next I got him next to Stalker. And Stalker is one of my favorite characters. I like Stalker. I think the action figure was well detailed. And I actually got to put the one I bought for about $10 on the wall with the rest of the figures I do have on the wall. I just got to make some room. And then I got him next to my custom-made Bomb Strike. If y'all remember the female Bomb Strike, I think that's what her name was, Bomb Strike. Until her figure comes out, that's Bomb Strike right there. Y'all don't think she resembles her? Pretty blonde, pretty deadly, good with bombs. So, I think I didn't. You know what? I misplaced my ruler. I was gonna kind of measure Talltree. He looks a little bit taller than Night Stalker. I don't know. Maybe it's the helmet. Who knows? So yeah. Then next, I got him next to a cat and a dog. Hey, he's got to save some. He got to save the animals too, as well as the humans. This is a joke, everybody. Them little Dollar Tree animals that I purchased it from Dollar Tree. I thought they looked amazing with the figures over there. In case I want to do my own G.I. Joe movie one day. I don't know how to do it, but I'll figure it out. And then last but not least, got him next to Spirit. Now, this was one of my favorite G.I. Joe characters. I just thought that Spirit, his legs could have been more muscular. And I must try to learn how to customize figures. I may order some A-Force figures and switch out the bottom part of his legs. I got to see how to take off his torso part because I don't want to just break the ball joint. What's the point of breaking the ball joint? You got no figure no more. So, but Spirit, the difference between Spirit and him is that Spirit is very caring about his heritage. I'm not saying that Talltree's not, but Spirit's kind of hypocritical when it comes to things that are around them. But I think they actually look good standing next to each other, so they're ready to fight the good fight. So overall, I'll give this figure a 10 out of 10. I like him. I'm actually pleased with him. I can't say they could have done better. They could have done worse, and I totally understand, reusing parts. As long as it's not a repetitive situation where everybody is, all the big guys got to be the same size as Roadblock and Gung Ho. No, we don't want that, man. And, all the women have to have Zarana arms, which is a pain in the head space. So most definitely, I would say definitely get him. I may order a new one, but I may wait till he goes to Ross or Ollie's, and that won't be long for him to go to Ross. I just saw figures go to Ross within like 2 months after they came out. But he's really a unique figure to have in your collection. I'm trying my best to build up my army collection of G.I. Joes and Cobra, so I have a long way to go. I'd like to thank all my friends for subscribing to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please all make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and your enemies. Also follow me on X and Instagram at The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys on the screen. So it looks like this guy has got to go save Scarlet. But Scarlet's like, hit me with your best shot and fly away. Everybody, have a great day. Anyway, yeah.